The topic of Nephilim bloodlines and the discoveries of giant skeletons has intrigued historians, theologians, and enthusiasts alike, weaving a complex narrative that spans both historical and biblical contexts. In biblical texts, the Nephilim are often described as the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men, suggesting a hybrid lineage that has sparked debates about their significance. These bloodlines are not merely mythological. They represent a fusion of divine and human elements, raising questions about the nature of humanity and its origins. The implications of such bloodlines extend into various interpretations of ancient texts, suggesting that these beings may have played a role in shaping early civilizations and their cultures. Furthermore, the mysterious discoveries of giant skeletons, particularly in Lovelock, Nevada, add another layer of intrigue to this narrative. Reports of these skeletal remains, some measuring over 8 feet tall, have fueled speculation about the existence of a race of giants that once roamed the earth. These findings challenge conventional archaeological understanding and provoke questions about the historical accuracy of ancient accounts. The Lovelock discoveries, along with similar reports from other regions, suggest that there may be more to our history than is commonly accepted. As we delve deeper into these findings, we begin to explore the broader implications they hold for modern understanding of human history, mythology, and the potential for lost civilizations. The intersection of Nephilim bloodlines and giant skeleton discoveries invites us to reconsider the narratives we have long accepted and to explore the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of our historical records. This exploration not only sheds light on ancient beliefs, but also encourages a reevaluation of our understanding of humanity's past and the legacies that may still influence us today. In 1911, a remarkable discovery was made in Lovelock, Nevada, when miners unearthed giant skeletons while excavating a cave. These skeletal remains were reported to measure between 7 and 8 feet tall, exhibiting features that were strikingly different from those of modern humans. The skulls were notably elongated and the bones appeared robust, suggesting a physically imposing stature. Alongside the skeletons, artifacts such as tools and woven baskets were found, indicating that these giants may have had a complex culture. The sheer size and unique characteristics of these remains captured the attention of both the scientific community and the public, igniting curiosity about the existence of a race of giants that may have once inhabited the region. However, the excitement surrounding these findings was short-lived. Almost immediately after the discovery, reports began to surface about the rapid disappearance of these skeletons from public records. Many of the remains were reportedly sent to various museums for further study, yet documentation regarding their whereabouts became increasingly scarce. This lack of transparency has led to speculation about a potential cover-up concerning the existence of giants. Some theorists suggest that the implications of such discoveries could challenge established historical narratives and provoke questions about human origins, prompting authorities to suppress information to maintain the status quo. The idea of a cover-up surrounding the Lovelock giant skeletons raises intriguing questions about what other truths may be hidden from public knowledge. The absence of concrete evidence and the mysterious fate of the remains have fueled conspiracy theories and debates among researchers and enthusiasts alike. As we examine the Lovelock discovery, we are compelled to consider the broader implications of these findings and the possibility that our understanding of history may be far more complex than we have been led to believe. The story of the giants in Lovelock remains a tantalizing enigma, inviting further exploration into the mysteries of our past. In the biblical text of Genesis 6:1 through 4, we encounter one of the most intriguing references to the Nephilim, a term often associated with giants and mighty beings. This passage describes a time when the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were beautiful and took them as wives. The implications of this union are profound, as it suggests a blending of divine and human lineages. The sons of God are commonly interpreted as fallen angels or divine beings, while the daughters of men represent ordinary human women. This intermingling of celestial and terrestrial beings raises questions about the nature of these unions and their consequences. The narrative of the Great Flood, as detailed in Genesis, reveals God's intentions to cleanse the earth of its pervasive wickedness and corruption. In Genesis 6:5-7, it is stated that God observed the great evil of humanity and decided to bring about a flood to destroy all living beings, except for Noah, his family, and the animals he saved on the ark. This divine judgment was a response to the moral decay that had been exacerbated by the presence of the Nephilim, whose existence symbolized the blending of the divine and human realms, leading to further corruption. The flood served as a reset for creation, aiming to eradicate the influence of these giants and restore order. However, the narrative does not conclude with the flood. Post-flood accounts, particularly in the story of David and Goliath, suggest that giants, including Goliath, survived this cataclysmic event. Goliath, described as a Philistine warrior measuring over 9 feet tall, is often cited as a descendant of the Nephilim, indicating that remnants of this bloodline persisted despite the flood. This raises intriguing questions about how these giants could have survived and what that means for the Nephilim narrative. Theories surrounding the persistence of the Nephilim bloodline suggest that the giants may have continued to exist through various means, such as interbreeding with humans, or through the survival of certain families or tribes that retained their lineage. Some researchers propose that the Nephilim's genetic traits could have been passed down through generations, leading to the emergence of notable figures throughout history who exhibited extraordinary physical prowess or abilities. This idea invites speculation about the potential influence of the Nephilim on human history and culture, suggesting that their legacy may have endured long after the flood. As we examine these narratives, we are compelled to consider the complexities of divine judgment, survival, and the enduring impact of the Nephilim on humanity's story. The significance of Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives is a pivotal aspect of the post-flood narrative, particularly when examined through the lens of the Book of Jasher, an ancient text that provides additional context to the biblical account. According to the Book of Jasher, Noah's sons played crucial roles in repopulating the earth after the flood, each taking on distinct responsibilities in the establishment of new nations and cultures. Their wives, though less frequently mentioned in traditional biblical texts, are equally important as they represent the continuation of humanity and the potential for genetic diversity in the aftermath of divine judgment. Speculation arises regarding the ancestry of the wives of Noah's sons, particularly in relation to the Nephilim. Some theories suggest that these women may have had connections to the Nephilim bloodline, either through direct descent or through intermarriage with families that had ties to the giants. This possibility raises intriguing questions about the genetic makeup of the post-flood population and the potential for Nephilim traits to persist in subsequent generations. If the wives of Noah's sons were indeed linked to the Nephilim, it could imply that the giants' influence did not entirely vanish with the flood, but rather became diluted within the broader human gene pool. The implications of genetic dilution in the Nephilim lineage are significant. As the descendants of Noah's sons spread across the earth, the traits associated with the Nephilim could have been gradually diminished, leading to a blending of characteristics that would eventually manifest in various cultures and peoples. This dilution may have contributed to the emergence of extraordinary individuals throughout history, who, while not giants in stature, exhibited remarkable abilities or leadership qualities. Thus, the narrative of Noah's sons and their wives serves as a crucial link in understanding the complexities of human ancestry, the potential survival of Nephilim traits, and the ongoing impact of these ancient lineages on the development of civilizations. The emergence of giants among the Canaanites is intricately linked to the biblical narrative surrounding the curse of Canaan, which is rooted in the actions of Noah's son, Ham. According to Genesis 9:20-27, Ham saw his father Noah's nakedness, and as a result, Noah pronounced a curse on Ham's son, Canaan. This curse has been interpreted by some scholars as a divine judgment that not only affected Canaan, but also set the stage for the emergence of giants in the land that would bear his name. The Nephilim, often associated with the giants, are believed to have had a lasting influence on the Canaanite tribes, suggesting that the legacy of these mighty beings persisted through generations. As the Israelites approached the Promised Land, they encountered various tribes of giants, including the Anakim and the Rephaim. These encounters are documented in several biblical accounts, highlighting the formidable stature and strength of these inhabitants. The giants were described as being exceedingly tall, instilling fear in the hearts of the Israelite scouts. This fear was vividly illustrated in the report of the spies sent to scout the land, as recorded in Numbers 13. The spies returned with a mixed report, emphasizing the richness of the land, but also the daunting presence of the giants. They described themselves as grasshoppers in comparison to the Anakim, which reflects the overwhelming sense of intimidation they felt. The significance of the spies' report cannot be overstated, as it played a crucial role in shaping the Israelites' perception of their ability to conquer Canaan. The fear instilled by the giants contributed to a lack of faith among the people, leading to a prolonged period of wandering in the wilderness. This narrative underscores the connection between the curse of Canaan, the legacy of the Nephilim, and the challenges faced by the Israelites as they sought to claim the land promised to them. The emergence of giants among the Canaanites serves as a reminder of the complex interplay between divine judgment, human fear, and the unfolding of biblical history. The theory of a second incursion of fallen angels, often referred to as the Watchers, presents a compelling narrative that extends beyond the initial biblical accounts of the Nephilim. In ancient texts, particularly the Book of Enoch, the Watchers are described as a group of angels who descended to earth and took human wives, leading to the birth of the Nephilim before the Great Flood. Their actions were seen as a significant transgression against divine order, prompting God's decision to cleanse the earth through the flood. This initial incursion raises questions about the nature of these beings and their motivations, as well as the consequences of their unions with human women. Post-flood, the possibility of new unions between angels and humans has been a topic of speculation among theologians and scholars. Some proponents of this theory suggest that the Watchers, or other fallen angels, may have continued their attempts to interact with humanity, potentially leading to further instances of hybrid offspring. This idea posits that the spiritual realm remained active, and that the boundaries between the divine and human worlds were not entirely restored after the flood. Such unions could have resulted in the emergence of new giants or beings with extraordinary abilities, similar to the Nephilim of the pre-flood era. The implications of this theory on the existence of giants are profound. If fallen angels were indeed able to engage with humans after the flood, it could explain the continued presence of giants in biblical accounts, such as the Anakim and the Rephaim encountered by the Israelites. This perspective suggests that the legacy of the Nephilim did not end with the flood, but rather transformed and persisted through subsequent generations. The notion of a second incursion challenges traditional interpretations of biblical history and invites deeper exploration into the complexities of angelic interactions with humanity. Ultimately, this theory raises significant questions about the nature of evil, divine intervention, and the ongoing influence of supernatural beings in the human narrative. Theories regarding the survival of Nephilim DNA often delve into the intriguing notion that these beings may have retreated underground to escape the Great Flood. This idea suggests that, rather than being entirely wiped out, remnants of the Nephilim lineage could have found refuge in subterranean environments, allowing them to survive and potentially reproduce away from the eyes of humanity. This concept aligns with various myths and legends across cultures that speak of hidden realms inhabited by giants or other extraordinary beings, hinting at a deeper narrative of survival and adaptation. The Lovelock story serves as a compelling piece of evidence in this discussion. In 1911, miners in Lovelock, Nevada, discovered giant skeletons in a cave, which were reported to measure over 8 feet tall. These findings sparked significant interest and speculation about the existence of a race of giants that may have persisted long after the flood. The discovery of these remains, along with artifacts suggesting a complex culture, raises questions about the potential survival of Nephilim DNA and the possibility that these giants were descendants of the original Nephilim lineage. The rapid disappearance of these findings from public records has only fueled theories of a cover-up, further complicating our understanding of these ancient beings. The cultural significance of underground giants is profound, as they often symbolize hidden knowledge, power, and the mysteries of the past. Many cultures have myths about giants residing in the earth, representing both fear and fascination. These narratives can serve as metaphors for the unknown aspects of human existence and the potential for extraordinary abilities that lie beneath the surface of everyday life. The idea of underground giants also invites speculation about the relationship between humanity and the supernatural, suggesting that remnants of the Nephilim may still influence our world in subtle ways. As we examine these theories, we are encouraged to consider the broader implications of Nephilim survival and the enduring legacy of these enigmatic beings in our cultural consciousness. The concept of the Nephilim as spiritual entities introduces a fascinating dimension to their narrative, suggesting that their essence may have survived the Great Flood in a non-physical form. Some theorists propose that while the physical bodies of the Nephilim were destroyed, their spirits persisted, continuing to influence the world in unseen ways. This idea aligns with various spiritual beliefs that emphasize the immortality of the soul and the potential for spiritual beings to interact with the living. The notion that Nephilim spirits could roam the earth post-flood opens up discussions about their role in shaping human experiences and the supernatural phenomena reported throughout history. The connection between the Nephilim and modern paranormal beliefs is particularly intriguing. Many contemporary accounts of hauntings, poltergeists, and other supernatural occurrences are often attributed to spirits of ancient beings, including giants. Some paranormal researchers suggest that the traits associated with the Nephilim such as strength, power, and a commanding presence, may manifest in these spiritual encounters. This connection invites speculation about how the legacy of the Nephilim continues to permeate human consciousness, influencing beliefs about the afterlife and the nature of spiritual entities. Furthermore, the influence of Nephilim traits on human behavior is a compelling area of exploration. If we consider the Nephilim as embodiments of certain characteristics, such as ambition, aggression, or exceptional abilities, it raises questions about how these traits might be reflected in humanity today. Some theorists argue that individuals exhibiting extraordinary talents or leadership qualities may carry remnants of Nephilim-like attributes, suggesting a genetic or spiritual lineage that transcends time. This perspective encourages a deeper examination of the complexities of human nature and the potential for both greatness and destruction within us. As we explore the concept of Nephilim as spiritual entities, we are invited to reflect on the enduring impact of these ancient beings on our understanding of the supernatural, human behavior, and the intricate interplay between the physical and spiritual realms. The legacy of the Nephilim continues to provoke thought and inspire inquiry into the mysteries of existence and the unseen forces that may shape our lives. In this video, we delved into the intriguing world of Nephilim bloodlines and the remarkable discoveries of giant skeletons, highlighting their significance in both historical and biblical contexts. We explored the concept of the Nephilim as the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men, emphasizing how these hybrid beings have captured the imagination of scholars and enthusiasts alike. The discoveries of giant skeletons, particularly in places like Lovelock, Nevada, serve as compelling evidence that challenges our understanding of ancient history and raises questions about the existence of these extraordinary beings. As we examine the implications of these theories, we encourage viewers to reflect on what the survival of Nephilim bloodlines might mean for our understanding of human ancestry and the potential for lost civilizations. The narrative surrounding the Nephilim invites us to consider the complexities of our past and the possibility that remnants of these ancient beings may still influence our world today. The idea of giants, whether in physical form or as spiritual entities, prompts us to think critically about the intersection of myth, history, and human behavior. We invite you to engage with this fascinating topic further by subscribing to our channel and liking this video. Your support helps us continue to explore these captivating subjects and share them with a wider audience. Additionally, we encourage you to explore related content on our channel, where we delve into other intriguing theories and discoveries that challenge conventional narratives. Join us on this journey of exploration and discovery as we uncover the mysteries of the past and their implications for our understanding of the present. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to sharing more thought-provoking content with you soon.